together, okay?
Yeah.
What?
I'm getting out. Joe, you'll have to invite Brendan to the Skype call. Alright, cool. Bye, guys.
See you. Good luck. Hey, Brendan.
What up?
Let's get Tim here.
Alright, good stuff.
Cool. Okay. So are we good here?
You know which caster is awesome?
Who's that?
That guy in Iron Chef. I wish I could be the Iron Chef caster.
I'm gonna take that as you're good. Is that you're ready to go? Right? Okay. Where?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. If I start coughing horribly, odds are it's not gonna be in the recording. So you guys just keep talking, if you can.
Okay.
Like I'll try and get the mute off on the recording, but I can't promise I'll be able to get it for the recording and stuff. So, fair warning.
Should cast this like it's Iron Chef.
I've never seen Iron Chef.
Just yell a lot.
It's fantastic. It's a very good show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we're recording.
Who's Kip?
That's Nick Payne.
Alright. Alright, we'll start bottom left.
Just wherever the camera starts.
Who's moving the camera?
That'll be okay. So, in the top right, as the teal Protoss, we have Ramrod Dildo Carter Uriel being played by Sam, facing off against his opponent in the bottom left as the red Terran, Nick Payne, Kip Enion, on Derelict Watcher. I'm sorry, this is Star Station, isn't it? No, this is not.
No, this is
This is Derelict Watcher.
I'm sorry, I get those confused sometimes.
yeah, the yellow color.
Yeah. Alright. Turned off mouse acceleration. Everyone complains about mouse acceleration.
Because
I don't.
it's the work of the devil.
It's pretty terrible. If I wanted acceleration on my control thingy, I would play a console game.
I don't.
It looks like Nick Payne actually has some experience playing this game because he's doing it right. At least the first depot. So good on him.
Perfect tempo. Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand what the deal with mouse acceleration is. What does it even do?
It screws up your mouse, your accuracy. Like it's not. It means when you move your mouse, the pointer on your screen doesn't move like at a 1-to-1 ratio with how you move your mouse.
It's supposed to start. It starts out slow and then gets faster, so that
So the same amount of movement makes the mouse go faster.
Right. The more you move it.
That's
right.
Weird.
So if you have really, really twitchy hands and you want to make a small selection, it's supposed to be better for that, but it never really works well because it's not natural to people.
Well,
Doesn't look
no,
like that.
I don't
maybe.
think it's gonna be a 4 game. No, I mean it could go into that from there. Although I don't think he's gonna 4-gate right off the bat. Anyway,
Oh,
ooh.
6 around.
Out snipe.
Alright,
Oh,
so
that's gonna be annoying.
first blood.
We'll see if Sam retaliates with some Terran worker harass. I always hate that, especially against Protoss. Is it just me, or does Protoss seem very more predisposed to attacking the building SCV on a Terran?
I mean, as opposed to, like, there is no building worker for Protoss, or is there?
No. I mean, like, more. It's always Protoss. Like drones or SCVs. They never attack.
Yeah, but
It's always
Zergs, like, don't scout. Right? Like, when's the last time someone drone scouted you, really?
Why would you drone scout? That's what Zerglings are for.
The Overlord.
And overlords.
So we can get in the tickle fight. First Marine.
he still doesn't see
Alright.
that probe.
Yeah, did he forget about it?
It looked like he went and looked for it briefly.
Yeah, well, if that Marine's unscouted, that could really come to bite him in the ass later in the
Yeah, he
game.
definitely doesn't see it. Nope.
No, oh,
I'm looking at Payne's. Oh, he's gonna see it.
There we
it
go.
is.
Well,
All
me-
right.
Meanwhile, in the upper right, we do have an expansion going down for Protoss with 1 gate and a double gas. So I'm thinking you definitely don't need double gas for 4 gates. So I don't think he's all in rushing. I think he's trying to get that mothership core out early and then sport possibly early stalkers 2 gateways, 2 gate expansion.
Speaking of all in rushing,
Oh well, yes. If we take a gander at the bottom left corner, looks like we have about 3 racks going down.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be Marauder heavy because he's cranking out concussive shells pretty fast.
yes, concussion shells.
Concussion shells, yes, concussion shells. Enemy zealots are unable to play sports for a week.
Alright. So Sam's follow-up is 2 gateways and no robo yet. Normally, when a Protoss goes for a 1 gate expand, you want to get 3 gateways and a robo. Not necessarily in that order. You want to get up to 3 gateways and a robo, but often you go for the robo first.
All right, well, the scan goes down, and he is going to see everything that's going on in Sam's base. So that robo, I'm thinking, is that going to be indicative of a fast Colossus? Because that would certainly demolish a 3 racks.
I think actually an Immortal would suit him better. If it's going to
It's
be
probably gonna be Immortals.
That would
It would be a
also
quick
work.
observer first, for sure. But an Immortal, I mean, against Marauders,
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely. I mean, I just don't. I'm thinking, I guess, in minutia here. I'm not really sure how that works out with. I'm sure he's going to have at least a couple Marines, unless he's. I mean, yeah. See, there's a reactor going down on the second rack, so he's going to have Marines with it. So he can't just like mass Immortal.
as you see that, he skips the observer and goes straight for an Immortal. So
I don't think. Did he scout that? How did he see that coming?
he doesn't necessarily know.
Sam likes to open with an Immortal Sentry and then hold like that. And then if that works, move on to macro and
Yeah, well,
bring
when-
out the Colossus and all that good stuff.
it might just be that because he's only on the 2 gateways and he doesn't have any information that he's getting the Immortal first to be safe, which really isn't necessary with the Mothership Core. I mean, you can turn your base into a weapon, so you're pretty safe.
Yeah, the Nexus cannon single-handedly like had to make me rethink my entire TVP openings. It's annoying.
Yeah, this kind of like 1 base biopressure is a lot less effective now with the
Yeah.
Mothership Core, but it's still good, and this will hit before any kind of tech past Immortals
Well,
is
I
out.
think and it looks like he's going to. I'm guessing he's going to try and push with Stim.
With Stim and Comet Shells, yeah, for sure. And the clock is on because the robotics base down, so Colossi
Yes.
are...
At the moment he would crush, but we'll have to see. With the Nexus cannon, it's not certain.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. And
He does have a sentry out that's charging, so some good with some good force fields, Nexus cannon,
is Sam-
and Portal,
is Sam
I
gonna
think
see
we'll be
it?
fine.
He's got this probe out here.
He's going to see that push coming.
He sees it coming.
Oh,
and he sees
there
the
it
combat
is.
shield too, so and he saw the... Now, the thing I don't really like... Excuse me. Nick has blown 2 scans, actually. And when you're doing a 1 base build, blowing 2 scans is actually a bit of a big deal.
Yeah, that's. I mean, each scan is basically, if you think about it, is costing 270 minerals.
In the army supplies, there's only 7 difference in the army supply. And
Yeah.
when you're playing Terran, I mean, that's the difference between... Like,
Sam
all of
Hol-
Protoss' army is going to be there, and some of Terran's is going to be, like, in space, because it has to walk across.
Yeah, Sam will hold this no problem. He needs to push now. I don't think he did. He.
There's 200 energy on the mothership.
Oh,
core,
what a
too.
bad time for a supply block.
Well, what? I don't know what. I don't know what Red is thinking. He knows. He has to know that Protoss knows this is coming now. I don't.
See if we get a little micro. No, it doesn't need it. With that,
And the
we
next
have one player
next
who's
scan
in
saves the day
trouble.
again. Yeah, and Terran is going to need to. He is going to need to put the pedal to the metal
With all
here.
those Marauders, I'm not really
Wait a minute.
understanding why he's continuing to pump out more Zealots.
Zealots are very good against Marauders.
Yes, as long as they get in range.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put my cat.
So
on.
they're very good. They're very good defensively, because the Marauders will have to come to you. And there's the first Colossus coming out. That shreds all hopes of this bio push being able to do any damage. And he looks like he is going to counter with that push. Oh, now he's just moving to the center of the map. Yep, there. Now he's countering.
And I was just watching Sam's point of view while I was out, and he was looking at that observer that he has over the natural, and he sees that Nick doesn't have a second base. So
Yeah.
why he's attacking, I'm not quite sure. It might even work for him, but
I think with that Colossus, as long as that Colossus doesn't fall, he's gonna be pretty good.
generally in StarCraft, if you have an advantage, you try to keep it. So if you're ahead in economy, you might be behind an army. So
Right.
generally, a
onus
frontal
right now,
assault is not the way to go.
the onus is on Terran. So right, Protoss, it would definitely be viable for him to sit back and simply macro because yes, he's ahead. He's on 2 bases and Terran is on none, and Terran's main is about to mine out. So I'm not. It's getting low.
With meals, that'll be gone in time.
Yes.
But it looks like Sam's just going to go for it. And I mean, I can't really fault him for that choice because, I mean, he has Colossi against Bio, so, like, there
Only
aren't
one
Vikings.
Colossus, and does it have range?
It has range. And
Yeah,
it
it's
has
got
range.
range.
he's got the time warps and a bunch of zealots. And I mean,
You know what? Yeah, check that down
Second
here.
Colossus.
I think we'll go with the second Colossus. I'm sure.
and that's not a bad choice.
Right.
I mean, he can recall out if he needs to. But the army supply is, like, pretty heavily in his favor, up by, like, 20.
Terran did manage to get +1 weapons out though, so that'll definitely help. But he can't. How would I say this? Yeah, he needs to. He needs luck. I mean, I don't know how he's gonna do it. Sam's not an idiot. He's not gonna let those Colossi fall easily, and unless they do, I don't see how he wins this.
And here's the fight, but no stim yet.
I was he even watching?
Well, he is now, but it's a little too late.
That's too late. Maybe if he had stemmed earlier, and even then, probably not.
I don't think so.
GG.
With no medevacs and no Vikings, I don't think you were not fighting again.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely have to see that. Colossi is a super standard response to that kind of opening. So he needed to have been pushing for Vikings as fast as he could.
Well, I think it was just kind of like a bad
border
build.
loss.
It was just a bad build choice because by the time it hit, it was just too late.
Yeah, I mean, I never do something like this against Toss anymore, specifically because that Nexus cannon makes it too easily to hold, and then you're very far behind.
Right. And I think this is just about a good game. I think Nick is going to leave pretty soon. GG, homie. GG's call.
There it is.
So, a solid game 1 from Sam.
Yep.